The village between two hills. In a quiet valley between two green hills, there was a small village named Sunridge. The people were kind, but life was not always easy. A river ran through the middle of the valley, and during rainy seasons, the water became too strong to cross. Every year, the villagers said the same thing. We should build a bridge, and every year nothing happened. People were busy. People were tired. In this village lived a 12-year-old boy named Arun. He was small, quiet, and often unnoticed, but he had a habit of asking questions that adults didn't like. One morning, after a heavy rain, he stood by the river and watched two old men shouting across the water because they couldn't reach each other. Arun asked his mother.
Why don't we build the bridge now?
His mother sighed.
It's too big of a job. No one wants to start.
Arun looked at the river again.
But someone has to take the first step.
The next day, Arun carried a small stone to the riverbank. It wasn't special, it wasn't big, but he placed it carefully near the water. A farmer passing by laughed.
What are you doing, boy?
Starting the bridge?
Arun said simply. The farmer shook his head.
You're too small. That stone is too small. This job is too big.
Arun didn't argue. He just placed another stone. By the third day, a few children joined him. They brought stones too, tiny ones, smooth ones, heavy ones. They didn't know how to build a bridge, but they knew how to carry stones. Adults watched from a distance. Some smiled, some laughed, some shook their heads, but the children kept working. Soon the adults began whispering, "Maybe we should help. Maybe the boy is right. Maybe small steps are enough to begin." On the seventh day, something surprising happened. The strongest man in the village, Mr. Rohan, walked to the river with a huge wooden beam on his shoulder. He placed it across the stones and said,
If the children can work, so can we.
That moment changed everything. The baker brought tools. The carpenter brought wood. The farmers brought ropes. The mothers brought food and water for everyone. The whole village moved like one heart. After 2 weeks of steady work, the bridge was finished. It wasn't perfect, but it was strong. It connected the two sides of the village for the first time in many years. On the day of the opening, the villagers cheered for Arun, but Arun shook his head.
I didn't build the bridge. We all did.
The village elder smiled.
Yes, but you took the first step, and that step changed everything.
Great things don't begin with greatness. They begin with one small step. When you start, others follow, and together you can build bridges that last forever. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more. Thank you.